Welcome back. So in the previous class we were discussed some of the numericals on electrochemical cells, EMF of the cell as well as Nernst equation. So like single electrode potentials we have calculated with different oxidation states. We also known the cell notation when the cell reaction is given. I have also told you how to identify the cell reactions when the cell notation is also given. And we have also solved which is a good reducing agent and which is a good oxidizing agent depending upon the inert values that are being given. So we'll continue to solve some more questions because I want to give you the total idea for you so that it will become easy for you when you are solving the questions. So we'll continue with this. So next question, the question is, the standard Gibbs free energy for a given cell reaction in kilojoules per mole. Standard Gibbs free energy at 298 Kelvin. So the cell reaction is being given Zn to Zn plus 2, Cu plus 2 to Cu. Faraday's constant is given, E naught is given. So what is being asked? Gibbs free energy is being asked. So that is standard Gibbs free energy is being asked, which is nothing but delta G naught is question mark. And you are given with E naught is 2 volts. So the relationship between delta G naught and E naught is delta G naught is equal to minus NF of the E naught cell. So very easy. So just substitute and getting the answers, that's all. Minus N is number of electrons that are involved. You can see clearly Cu plus 2 converted to Cu. So the two electrons are gained here. Zn is converted to Zn plus 2 where 2 electrons are lost. So on an average how many electrons are taking part in the total cell reaction is 2. So into F is being given 96,000 into E naught cell is also given 2. So multiply all this, so you will get minus 384,000 joules per mole, but our answer is being asked in kilojoules per mole, so keep in mind. So when it is asked in kilojoules per mole, so joules per mole by 1000, so 0 zeros will cancel, where it will get 384 kilojoules per mole. Very easy. So minus 384, so your answer is minus 384. So even plus 384 is also being given, so you need to remember that delta G is minus NF of the E naught cell. Very easy question. So direct question is being asked. So we'll take up the next one. So next question. So in this question, cell reaction involving one electron, cell reaction which is involving one electron, cell reaction which is involving one electron, E naught cell is given as 0.59 volts, 0.59 volts at 298 Kelvin temperature. The equilibrium constant for the cell reaction is, so you need to calculate what equilibrium constant. So what is given? The thing is given is number of electrons is equal to 1, n is equal to 1 electron species. So E naught cell is also given, E naught cell is 0.59 volts. Again you need to calculate Kc, that is equilibrium constant. So these terms we know it already, 2.03 RT by NF is RT by F is nothing but 0.059. So what is the relationship between E naught cell and Kc? So the easy relationship between E naught cell and Kc is E naught cell is equal to 2.303 RT by NF log Kc, or the simple way to express it is the cell is equal to 0.059 by N log Kc. This is the equation which we will use generally for the calculation purposes. So because RT, N, R, they have been already substituted and they have been calculated. So we'll just substitute and calculate it. So it's so easy, very easy. So E naught cell is given as 0.59 is equal to 0.059 by number of electrons is given as 1 electron species here said log Kc, right? Equilibrium constant. This is what we need to calculate. So send these terms here, you will get log Kc is equal to 0.59 by 0.059, so that is log Kc is equal to 10, if you got it. So here we want Kc, we don't want log Kc. So whenever you are sending a log term, this log term to other side, whatever the term you got, whatever the number you got, that will be raised to the power of 10. That will be raised to the power of 10. If it is 10, it will be raised to the power of 10, that is 10 power 10. If it is, if you got answer like this, log Kc is equal, let us say you got answer 28, something, some number, not 28, 32, whatever the number you can take, then the Kc will become 10 power 28. That means the log term, when it you send to other term, it will become antilog. Antilog is nothing but 10 power that number. So if you got Kc is equal to 38, 10 power 38 will be the answer. So our answer here it is 10 power 10. So 10 power 10, here it is the answer B. So the trick is very simple question, but I have taken it because we have to solve those equations which are containing E naught cell and Kc also. So the simple equation we need to use and we need to calculate. Here is a trick you need to go on with. Whenever you got the log Kc value, if you want Kc, just raise that number to the power of 10 and that will be your answer. So we'll take up the next question. Next question. In an electrochemical cell, so I said there is an electrochemical cell at standard temperature. If E naught is given is M, Pb plus 2 to Pb. E naught of Pb plus 2 to Pb is N volts. E naught of Pb plus 2 to Pb plus 4 is M minus Q, and what is the value of X? So if you can see, this type of question we have already solved in the previous part, that is in part 1 we have solved it. So I will show you that question once so that you will get an idea. I think this is not one. This is the one where you have taken manganese, 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 manganese. Only one element in different oxidation state. When you are solving, I said you need to write its cell equation, then you need to equate the third equation with the first and second, and then you need to apply this delta G is equal to minus NF of the E naught cell. Here also, in this question also, the procedure is going to be same, but it is an integer type of question where you are not given with any option. You need to write the answer as an integer. So this is an integer type of question that is given in the IIT. So let's start. So that is what is being given. The given is E naught of Pb plus 2 to Pb is given as M. Again, E naught of Pb plus 4 to Pb is given as N. Again, E naught of Pb plus 2 to Pb4 plus 4 is also given, that is M minus Xn. So let us write the equations that are being involved in the each of the electrode potentials. So that is Pb plus 2 is forming Pb, which indicates there is a gain of 2 electrons. Exact. So here Pb plus 4 is forming again Pb, again there is a gain of 4 electrons. Here in the third one, Pb plus 2 is forming Pb plus 4, that means here the 2 electrons are lost. There is increase in oxidation state, electrons are lost. So equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3, as it is we have done in the last case also. We need to get the equation number 3 from equation number 1 and 2. So let's see, either we can get from 1 minus 2 or 2 minus 1 or 1 plus 2 or 2 minus 1, like this you need to solve. We don't want Pb in the final equation. You can see the final equation, third equation, you don't want Pb, so you can just subtract it, minus Pb will get cancelled. You will get Pb plus 2, again 2 electrons minus 4 electrons, you will get minus 2 electrons at this side, but we are sending at other side plus 2 electrons, you got it. Again minus Pb plus 4, you will get that Pb plus 4 is sent at other side, you will become Pb plus 4, you will get Pb plus 2. Yes, you will get third equation by subtracting first equation minus second equation. So you will get third equation is equal to second equation minus first equation. Again we need to apply delta G naught is equal to minus NF of the E naught cell. So this is the equation we need to apply here, because every reaction that is going to occur, it will have some Gibbs free energy change. So delta G1, delta G2, delta G3. So third one, delta G3. G3 is nothing but minus NF of the E naught cell of third equation. Minus N. N is what? Number of electrons. Number of electrons are 2. So minus 2 into F into E naught cell. E naught is given M minus Xn is equal to 2. Now equation number 2, you apply the same thing. Equation number 2, minus N is here, number of electrons are 4 into F into E naught cell. E naught cell is N minus that is for first equation, delta G need to apply, that is minus NF of the E naught cell minus N is 2 into F into E naught cell. E naught cell is given as M. Just if you solve these terms, no, you will get the answer. So let's solve it. F is common in every term, so you can cancel F is being cancelled. So minus 2 into M minus Xn, minus 2 into M minus 2 into M minus Xn, that is minus 2M minus into minus, it will become plus 2Xn is equal to minus 4 into N, it will become minus 4N, minus into minus, it will become plus 2 into M is 2M. So once you have to check out that we have got the third equation by subtracting 1 minus 2, right? But we have taken 2 minus 1. So it's a blunder mistake. So we'll do it 1 minus 2. So 3 is equal to 1 minus 2. So you will get 1 minus 2 means equation number 1 is minus N is 2 here in the equation number 1, 2 into F into E naught cell of first equation is M minus of second equation NF, N is 4 into F into E naught cell is N, right? For the second equation, E naught cell is N. So again in the same way we'll cancel it, F in the every equation. So what we are going to get it, 2 into M minus 2M minus of minus, it will become plus 4N. So 2M, if we send it to other side, no, so this minus 2M, it will become plus 2M minus 2M will become 0. So I will cancel here itself. So then 2xn, n also gets cancelled. So 2x is equal to 4, that is x is equal to 2. So what's your answer? The x is equal to 2, because he asked us to calculate x. So you got the x value is 2, right? So this is the way, similar type of problem that we have done already previously. So, but it's an integer type of problem, and they have given no values are given, m, n, x, y, z. The values are given. Just you need to solve same procedure, just solving is different. That's all. So next, one more type of question. So this is the last type of question that I am going to take in this. So sorry, not this. Okay, this one. So you can see what is the pH of at what pH the given half cell. He has given an half cell. MnO4 is converted to Mn plus 2. He has given the concentrations also. So we'll have the electrode potential. Electrode potential is also given. So he has asked us pH. So a problem relating to pH. So we are solving each and every question. That is, we have solved delta G, we have solved for Kc, we have solved for E naught cell, we have solved for oxidation potential, we have solved for representation or cell notations. So one of that, it is pH. So let's write the given equation. It is given is E is given, E is equal to 1.28 volts. He said only electrode potential is not standard. If it is standard, is E naught. E naught is also given. Okay, right. E naught is also given. E naught of MnO4 to Mn plus 2 is also given. Here also MnO4 to Mn plus 2, MnO4 minus 2, Mn plus 2. It is given as 1.54 volts. Right. So E and E naught are given. So we need to calculate pH. So what is the relationship between E and E naught? E and E naught relationship, we know that E and E naught are related by Nernst equation. So what's the Nernst equation? Our Nernst equation says, so Nernst equation is E of MnO4 minus 2 Mn plus 2 single electrode potential is equal to standard single electrode potential of a metal MnO4 to Mn plus 2 minus 0.059 by n log q. This is called as Nernst equation. We said it as E of m plus n to m is equal to E naught of m plus m to m. That is electrode potential. When standard electrode potentials are given, the way to determine is electrode potential at any concentration is Nernst equation, because this is what E has given. E is given, E naught is also given. This is only the relationship between E and E naught. So, but here it is. See, E is given, E naught is also given, and he asked us pH. E is given with Q. So what is this meaning of Q? Q is nothing but reaction coefficient. I said reaction coefficient is nothing but concentration of products, ions, only ions in the products, by concentration of ions in the reactant, which are raised to the stoichiometric coefficients. So this is called as reaction coefficient. So once you want to know the reaction coefficient, first you need to write the equation which is being involved in this electrode potential. So what is the equation that is being involved? You can see the equation that is being involved is MnO4 minus is converted to Mn plus 2. That is MnO4 minus is converted to Mn plus 2. But he is asking us pH, means there is some hydrogen. pH is nothing but negative logarithm of the concentration of H plus ions. So you have to convert MnO4 minus to Mn plus 2, means it will react with the H plus ions. Because he is asking you pH, there will be some term which is called H plus. Without the term we cannot calculate the pH values. So MnO4 minus, if you calculate the oxidation state of manganese here, the manganese oxidation state here it is plus 7, whereas here it is plus 2. That means plus 7 oxidation state is becoming plus 2. That means there is a gain of 5 electrons. Plus hydrogen and water oxygen also will react, they will form water molecule. If you balance this equation, it will become 4H2O. Here it becomes 8H plus. So this is our final equation. So what are the reactant ions and what are the products? Product ions are Mn plus 2. Reactant ions are MnO minus 4 as well as H plus. So this is what we need, right? And we also got N. N is 5 electrons. Just substitute all these terms in that and we'll solve it. Just substituting and solving it. So let's substitute. E naught of MnO4 is given as 1.282 is equal to E naught. E naught is also given 1.54 minus 0.0591 by N. N is how much? 5 electrons. 5 log concentration of product ions. Product ions is Mn plus 2 by concentration of reactant ions. What are the reactant ions? MnO4 minus and H plus. These are the reactant ions which are present in the reactants. And raised to the stoichiometric quotient, is 1. So 1 again 1 again 1. For H plus the stoichiometric quotient is 8. So that is being raised to the power of 8. So after that, just we need to solve this and we need to get the answer. If you can see, concentration of Mn plus 2 is being given. Mn plus 2 concentration is being given. How much is Mn plus 2 concentration? Mn plus 2 concentration is 0.01. MnO4 minus concentration is also given as 0.1. So that also we need to substitute here. So send this term here. 1.282 minus 1.54 is equal to minus 0.0591 by 5 log concentration of Mn plus 2. How much? It is 0.01. So concentration of Mn plus 2 is 0.01 by concentration of MnO4 minus. MnO4 minus is 0.1. So it is 0.1 into concentration of H plus power 8. So when you subtract 1.282 minus 1.54, you will get minus 0.258 is equal to You divide 0.051 by 5, it will become minus 0.0118 log. This is 0.01 is written as 10 to the power of minus 2. Here it is 10 to the power of minus 1. 10 to the power of minus 2 by minus 1. You will get the answer as check it once. It is given as 0.001. I have substituted 0.01. So I will make my correction here. It's not 0.01. It is given as 0.001. So the error is happening because I need to scroll up and down now. So that's the reason why the error is happening. So 0.001 I can write it as 10 to the power of minus 3 by 10 to the power minus 1, where you will get it as 10 to the power of minus 2. Minus 3 by minus 1 minus 2. That is concentration of H plus ion power 8. So let's solve it. So you send this 0.0018 at other side. So negatives will get cancelled. Negative will get cancelled. That is 0.258 by 0.0118 is equal to log 10 power minus 2 by concentration of H plus power 8. So when you cut this, you will get 21.86 is equal to, so 10 to the power of log 10 to the power of minus 2, log A by log B. So I can write it as log A by B is equal to log A minus log B. This is the formula I am going to use. This is A, this is term B. So I am taking it as this term as A, this term I am taking it as B. Log A by B, A minus log B. So log A is 10 to the power of minus 2, minus log B, B is log H plus power 8. So next 21.86 is equal to log A power B can be written as B log A. This already we know, these log formulas. So I can write A power B, that is B log A. This is A and this is 10 is taken as A, B. So next minus log 10 minus, again I can write this as 8 log of H plus, same formula, log A power B, B log A. So log 10 value is 1. So you will get minus 2. Minus 2 send it to other side. So what we are going to get, 23.86 minus 2, it becomes plus 2 here, minus 8 into log concentration of H plus. So minus log concentration of negative logarithm of H plus ion, that itself is called as pH, negative logarithm of H plus ion. This itself is called as pH. So I can write that one as pH. Just you send that 8 at the other side. So when you send that 8 at the other side, it will become 23.86 by 8 is equal to pH, that is minus log of H plus. So what is the pH you got? 23.86 by 8, where you will get nearly 2.98, which is nearly equal to 3, because we need to write the integer value there. So he has asked us to write integer, nearest integer value we need to write. So no need to write points, we should write nearest integer. 2.98 nearest integer is 3. So your answer will be 3. So the trick is E naught is E and E naught are given. We know that it's a Nernst equation. The first thing we have already known. Next the thing is, when you are solving this now, you should keep in mind that we need to calculate pH, that is nothing but negative logarithm of H plus ion. So slowly when you are solving, whenever you got negative logarithm of H plus ion, so at that place you need to just substitute it as pH and you need to get the answer. So very simple. So one last question, one more time. So one more type of question. So at 298 kelvins, the standard reduction potential for Cu plus 22C is 0.34. Standard reduction potential, that means E naught of Cu plus 22C is given. Ksp is given. Ksp means Sp indicates the solubility product. Solubility product is given. and take 0.RT by enough. This we know 0.059 anyway. So the reduction potential at pH is equal to 14. pH is being given. The above redox couple is the reduction potential at pH is equal to 14. You need to calculate the reduction potential at pH is equal to 14 for the above couple is also given. In that, what is X? That means we need to calculate the reduction potential. From that you need to get what is the value of X here. So the meaning is, what is being given is E naught of Cu plus 2 to Cu is being given as 0.34 volts. Standard reduction potential is given. Ksp solubility product is given as 1 into 10 to the power of minus 20. This is solubility product of copper hydroxide. And pH is also given. pH is 14. At this pH 14, what is the reduction potential value? That means reduction potential means Cu plus 2 to Cu is question mark. At this pH, what is the reduction potential? So we need to use again Nernst equation only. E naught and E Nernst equation only. So what's our Nernst equation is? What's the Nernst equation? We know Nernst equation is nothing but E of Cu plus 2 to Cu is equal to E naught of Cu plus 2 to Cu minus 0.059 by N log Q, where Q is the log Q is the reaction coefficient, where Q is nothing but concentration of product ions by concentration of reactant ions, only ions, raised to the stoichiometric coefficient. So what he has given is, what is the reaction? Cu plus 2 to Cu is our reaction. So when Cu plus 2 to Cu is our reaction, Cu plus 2 is becoming Cu, so it will take up 2 electrons. So Cu plus 2, it is reactant ion. So product side there is no ions, it will become 1 by concentration of Cu plus 2. So Q will become 1 by concentration of Cu plus 2. So let's calculate. E is equal to Cu plus 2 to Cu. So we don't know the concentration of Cu plus 2. It is not being given. So first we need to get the concentration of Cu plus 2. So when it is not given, we need to get it from these are the terms which are being given, pH as well as solubility product. So what is solubility product? Solubility product is nothing but it is a product of the concentration of the ionic species which are present in that salt. So for example, if it is CuOH taken twice, so OH is taken twice, the solubility product is written as the product of concentration of their ions. The ions which are present in this copper hydroxide is Cu plus 2 and OH minus raised to their bases. What are the bases here? There is no base, so power 1. Here the base is 2, here it is a power is 2. So this is called a solubility product. So what is pH? pH is nothing but negative logarithm of concentration of H plus ions is given as 14. But we don't have any H plus ions here, we have only OH minus ions. So what is the relationship between pH? We don't get OH minus here. So how to get OH minus? So we have one relation, another beautiful relation, that is pH plus POH is equal to 14. Right? You got pH is 14 plus POH is equal to 14. So you will get 14 minus 14. So POH you will get it as 0. So when POH is 0, so let's take POH is 0. Then what is POH? POH is nothing but negative logarithm of OH minus ion concentration is called as POH. You got it as 0. So when you send this 0 to other time, it will become log OH minus is equal to 0. There will not be any minus 0 plus 0, so it is 0 only. So I said once you send the log at other side, you will get whatever the number it is there at the other side is raised to the power of 10. In the previous question we said, so 10 power 0 is equal to how much? 1. So you got concentration of OH minus is equal to 1. So you got concentration of OH minus is 1. So this value we got as 1. and we are given with KSP. KSP is 10 into 1 into 10 to the power of minus 20 is equal to concentration of Cu plus 2 into, so concentration of Cu plus 2 into concentration of OH minus, we got 1 power 2, that is 10 to the power of minus 20 is equal to concentration of Cu plus 2. You got concentration of Cu plus 2 now. Just we need to substitute in the Nernst equation and get the final answer. So let's substitute. E of Cu plus 2 to Cu is equal to, E naught is given 0.34 volts, it's given already, minus 0.059 by n number of electrons that are involved. So it is Cu plus 2 to Cu, only 2 electrons are involved, log 1 by concentration of Cu plus 2, we already here already. So that is E of Cu plus 2 to Cu is equal to 0.34 minus 0.0285 log 1 by 10 to the power of, how much we got, copper plus 2 we got as to minus 20, so 10 to the power of minus 20. So we got 295 actually, so that is equal to 0.34 minus 0.0295 log 10 to the power of 20, 10 to the power of minus 20, it should become 10 to the power of 20 when it's go to numerator. That is 0.34 minus 0.025 into 10 to the power of 20, log a power b is equal to b log a, so that is 20 into log 10, log 10 value is 1, so if you do all that calculation, that is equal to 0.34 minus into minus, that is minus 0.025 into 20, 295 into 20, so which will, that is equal to 0.34 minus 295 into 20, it will become 0.59, you will get answer as minus 0.25. so you got electrode potential value is 0 minus 0.25. so let's go to our question once. What is given is the reduction potential of the above is minus x into 10 to the power of minus 2. That means whatever the answer we got, that we need to write in the terms of 10 to the power of minus 2 into minus x. So that is minus x into 10 to the power of minus 2 in terms of minus x, that is 0.25 is equal to minus x into 10 to the power of minus 2, correct, because he has given it. E cell is equal to x minus x into 10 to the power of minus 2, we want x value. So that is, if you send this term here, it will become minus 0.25 by 10 to the power of minus 2 is equal to minus x, minus goes away, that is x is equal to 0.25 by 10 to the power of minus 2, when it comes up it will become 10 to the power of 2, that is x is equal to 0.25 into 10 to the power of 2, that is x is equal to 25. So our answer is 25. Our answer is 25 because he has given the reduction potential value is minus x into 10 to the power of minus 2, but when we have calculated we got minus 0.25, so therefore we have taken minus 0.25 is nothing but minus x into 10 to the power of minus 2, then we have solved it, we got 25 as an answer. So this is the way to solve these type of questions when these type of questions are given, these type of questions are being given. So that is a solubility product question. So last one, final one, very easy one. So once you see this, the standard reduction potentials are given that is NO3 minus standard reduction potential is given 0.97, V plus 2 is given minus 1.19, Fe plus 3 minus 0.04, Ag plus 0.80, Au plus 3 1.40. So the question is how many number of metals which can be oxidized by NO3 minus, which can be oxidized. NO3 minus is to oxidize the others, oxidize the other. That means it is acting as oxidizing agent, oxidizing agent. So once I said a molecule should act as oxidizing agent means it has higher reduction potentials. We should have higher reduction potentials. So if you see our NO3 minus is given as 0.97, whichever the value is lower than the 0.97, that can be oxidized by NO3 minus. That means 1.19 vanadium can be Vu plus 2, vanadium plus 2 can be oxidized, and 0.04 Fe plus 3 can be oxidized, 0.80 Ag plus can be oxidized, whereas 1.40 cannot be oxidized by NO3 minus because its reduction potential value is high. Whose reduction potential value has, that will oxidize the other one. So this has low reduction potential value, so it cannot oxidize this, but Au plus 3 can oxidize NO3 minus. But our question is how many number of metals can be oxidized by NO3 minus. So 1, this can be oxidized, 2, 3. So our answer is 3 can be oxidized. So the simple thing is, if two reduction potentials are given, let us consider only these two. These two reduction potentials are given, let us consider whichever has higher value can oxidize the lower value. Whichever has lower value can reduce the higher value. This is what higher reduction potential can oxidize the lower reduction potential metal. Very important. Higher reduction potential metal can oxidize the lower reduction potential, whereas lower reduction potential metal can reduce the higher reduction potential metal. So this is so important. So he may give you the values of reduction potentials like this, and he will ask you which can oxidize which one and which can reduce which one. So just you should see the reduction potentials. Higher the reduction potential, it can oxidize the lower reduction potential metal. Lower reduction potential metal can oxidize the higher reduction potential metal. So very important. So I think I have covered most of the questions. So from three concepts, from the three concepts that I have dealt in the part 1. So if any one is missing, if you feel it is missing, you can come to me in the comment box. I will explain you. So I have covered with electrochemical cells, EMF for the cell, Nernst equation. On these three topics I tried to cover the maximum number of questions. Cell notation I have covered. Then I also covered about E cell and E naught cell values, then Nernst equation, then equilibrium constant, then Gibbs free equation. Then we also covered KSP, that is solubility product. We also covered the pH problems. So I covered most of the questions that can be asked from these three topics. So the values may differ, metals may differ, the question, the concept will be same. So we'll go for the part 2 in the next video, where we are going to take up the electrochemical cells. Electrochemical cells, that is Faraday's first law, Faraday's second law, the questions that are there in the Faraday's first law and second law of electrolysis, then some fuel cells and corrosion of the metals. So we'll take in the part 2. So thank you. So if for any doubts and remaining questions, you can get me into the comment box, so I will answer you from there. Thank you everyone.